Yo, what's up? It's your boy Splendid Gamer EGW, and today we are back with another episode of Duel of Sunset. We are on Master Duel. So it was brought to my attention that my latest video, which was supposed to be like my first gameplay video, I didn't go into details about my Witchcrafter deck, and this is where I'm gonna start my video like this. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button. Because I've been using Witchcrafters for like a long time. And so the only reason I didn't make that video like so in depth was because I'm always using Witchcrafters on my page. But I forgot. This is Master Duel. Brand new game. You know, you gotta explain to people. You know what I mean? So right now, I'm gonna show y'all, this is the Witchcrafter deck profile. Pretty much, this is what you need at all times. So first things first, let's just double check everything that I got over here. Add another collaboration in there. Now, booyah. First off, we're gonna do Witchcrafter Jenny. So the way how all these Witchcrafter monsters work, all the ones that are level 4 and lower, I can tribute them by discarding one spell to special summon another monster, but then they all have a secondary effect. So Jenny's secondary effect, I can banish her and one Witchcrafter spell card, and her effect becomes that effect. Pottery, when she's in the grave and I have no cards in hand, I can add one Witchcrafter monster from my graveyard to my hand. So, you know, like I said, they all have different effects when they're in the grave. Pittery, her effect from the grave, her secondary effect, I can draw one card and then I send one Witchcrafter card from my hand to the graveyard, and if not, I have to banish my whole hand. So that's why our deck is like nothing but like Witchcrafter, really. Like, we got like a few cards that don't fit the archetype, but for the most part, we got everything to fit our archetype. So then we got Witchcrafter Shmayeta at 3. Her secondary effect is I can banish her to send one Witchcrafter card from my deck to the grave. So that could be monster, that could be spell, that could be trap. So she's very clutch. And then, you know, as well, 1800 attack, I love her. Now Witchcrafter Edel, her effect is different. So when she's on the field, I can discard one spell to special summon one Witchcrafter monster from my hand. And then her secondary effect, I can tribute her to target one spellcaster monster in my graveyard and special summon it. And we got Witchcrafter Haney. I can discard one spell to target one face-up card on the field and destroy it. Madame Vere, this is my favorite right here. My favorite lady right here. She has two effects. So one, at damage calculation, when a spellcaster monster of mine battles, I can reveal any number of spells in my hand and boost that attack up by 1,000. Then her second effect, I can discard one spell to negate all face-up monster effects my opponent has. So this can negate Chaos Max. That whole piercing damage, double piercing damage, yeah, you can negate that. Grand Module, you can negate that, like, because it's a quick effect. Then we have Golem Aurora. If a monster activates a card effect or targets a spellcaster monster I control for an attack, I can target one card my opponent controls or one Witchcrafter spell in my graveyard. I get the special summon Golem Aurora, and I get to send the other card to the hand. And then her second effect is during my opponent's standby phase, she comes back to my hand. So, you know, she's kind of like a double-edged sword, but she cuts the opponent more than she cuts me. One Raigeki, one Monster Reborn. Then we got Witchcraft of Creation. We run this at 3 because this card lets us add one Witchcrafter monster from our deck to our hand. And the way how all these Witchcrafter spell cards work, if I don't use their effect this turn, I get to add them back to my hand. So Witchcrafter Holiday, this card is like Monster Reborn. Witchcrafter Collaboration, this lets a Witchcrafter monster I control make 2 attacks, and my opponent cannot activate spells and traps until the end of the damage step. So that's really cool too. Witchcrafter By Street, we run this at 2. the first time each Witchcrafter monster I control would be destroyed, it won't be destroyed. And then the secondary effect of this is I can send this card from my field as if it was my hand. So instead of having to send it from my hand, I could just send it from the field. Same thing with Witchcrafter Scroll. I can send this card from my field in place of it like it was in my hand, but I can send it from the field. And then the secondary effect of a spellcaster monster mine destroys one, I get to draw one. Chaos Scepter Blast. If I control a level 8 or higher spellcaster monster, I get to banish one card on the field face down. So Scepter Blast really helps for Madame Bure, helps for Golem Aurora, because those are my only level 8s in here. I don't use the secondary effect for this card at all, because we just want to banish stuff. Witchcrafter Draping at 2. This is like Hey Trunade. Pretty much for every Witchcrafter monster I have on the field, I can send that many spells and traps my opponent has back to their hand. Witchcrafter Unveiling at 3. This is one of those new support cards I was talking about. This card lets you special summon one Witchcrafter monster from your hand, and if I do, my opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to my the activation of my spellcaster monster's effects. Booyah! So pretty much, those times I had Madame Bure in my hand as a brick, I can just special summon her. Witchcrafter Edel, I can just special summon her. Golem Aurora, just special summon. Easy as pie. Like, on Legacy, those cards were bricks in my hand. But because we have Unveiling, it's not a brick anymore. You can literally use Creation to add Madame Bure to hand, and then use Unveiling, special summon Madame Bure. Easy. So then we have Witchcrafter Masterpiece at 3. Pretty much this card, if I have a Witchcrafter monster on the field, I can target one spell in each person's graveyard, and if I have a copy of that in my deck, I get to add that to my hand. So if my opponent activates Monster Reborn before I do, I can use Witchcrafter Masterpiece to add my one copy of Monster Reborn from my deck to my hand. Beautiful. The secondary effect, I can banish any number of spells from my grave to special summon one Witchcrafter monster of that level. Then we have Witchcrafter Patronus. I'm actually going to put that at 3 actually, because this is also the new support. Pretty much, I can target one spellcaster monster that is banished or in my graveyard and shuffle it into the deck. And if I do, I get to add one Witchcrafter spell card from my deck to my hand. Its secondary effect, when it's sent to the graveyard, except for the turn that it's sent there, I can target any number of Witchcrafter spell cards that's banished, and I get to add them to my hand. So that's so clutch. Same thing with Masterpiece. I can't use that effect the same turn it's sent to the graveyard. So the extra deck right now, the extra deck's really nothing. You really don't need an extra deck with this at all, but if you do, I suggest Appaloosa, Shoryuja, things of that nature. But this has been a quick episode of Duelist Sunset. Y'all like, subscribe. We'll be back with more. You dig. Thank y'all.